problems did not work and could afford not to work. Did they lead a luxury life? No, they didn't. But not once did they have to worry about financing my education or not being able to get the medical care they needed. About a year after that car ride, the American economy found itself in troubled waters. Even the nation's political leaders appeared to be caught off guard by the downturn. On September 15, 2008, the day Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, Senator John McCain, the Republican nominee for the presidency, asserted that the American economy was fundamentally sound. For students of American political economy, McCain's words echoed a similar assertion by President Herbert Hoover on the eve of Black Tuesday's market crash on October 25, 1929. Hoover had confidently asserted that the fundamentals of American economy were sound and prosperous. In the months following those short-sighted remarks, production plummeted and unemployment soared. By October 1931, 9 million Americans were without work. The fabric of life in neighborhoods and communities in industrial cities across the country had been laid waste, and farm and home foreclosures had spiked sharply. The booming economy of the previous decade had spiraled into the abyss of the Great Depression. The recent financial crisis, often referred to as the Great Recession, was not as catastrophic as the Great Depression, but it was undoubtedly the most extended and severe economic downturn since then. The buoyant optimism of the Clinton years was gone. America no longer felt like the land of opportunity. In fact, when I graduated from my doctoral program in December 2008, the academic job market appeared so grim that I began to contemplate returning to Turkey. In the following academic year, I was fortunate enough to secure a postdoctoral fellowship. Subsequently, I took a faculty position overseas in Dublin. During this time, I began to delve deeper, more systematically into the complex interplay between credits, consumption, class, and inequality, and a grant from the Irish Research Council for Humanities and Social Sciences gave the research program a much-needed boost. I still recognized the potential of credit markets to bridge economic divides and enhance welfare. Many scholars, including myself, have written extensively about this in the past decade. But I also gained a better understanding of the reasons for credit reliance in the first place and the implications of the indebtedness that accompanied it. In the subsequent years, I published several articles addressing these questions. I wrote about the impact of financialization on inequality, how access to credit impacted people's understanding of inequality, and the government's commitment to redistribution and welfare. These inquiries piqued my curiosity about the broader political economic context underpinning these relationships. I sought to better understand the evolution of the relationship between the state and the financial sector, and what the American government had done, or left undone, to shield the broader economy and the public from the risks stemming from the financial sector. The prevalent view that the crisis occurred because the U.S. government, guided by neoliberal ideas, pursued deregulatory policies, creating an environment in which financial institutions were able to act recklessly until their inevitable downfall, seemed incomplete. I wanted to unpack said ideas, find out about the array of policies adopted rather than tucking them all under the banner deregulation, and learn how the government had understood and mitigated risk. While there remains much more that I wish I could explore and understand, this book, not exhaustive and decidedly imperfect, is my attempt to provide insights into these compelling questions. 1. Polanyi on Wall Street. 10 years, 2 presidents. On September 30th, 1998, Erskine Bowles, the White House Chief of Staff, greeted the press gathered in the old Executive Office building, declaring the day to be historic. Shortly afterward, President Bill Clinton took the podium amid a standing ovation to announce that the U.S. government had posted a record-breaking budget surplus of $70 billion, the largest since the 1950s. The American economy, the president remarked, was the strongest.